Hello everyone! Today I'm taking you on a deep dive into something I've been so excited to share, my original score for the Last Train film scoring competition. In this walkthrough we will talk about everything from how I used certain instruments to create suspense to the emotional cues that help tell the story. Whether you're a music enthusiast, a fellow composer or just curious about what goes on behind the scenes of film scoring, there might be something here for you. So, grab your headphones, turn up the volume, let's board the Last Train together. Ready? Alright, let's get started.
Let's start by taking a first look at the movie. I just jot down whatever comes to mind. Speed. We rush through our lives. Time slips away. Sometimes life slows us down, makes us think, makes us rethink, confuses us. Memories pass us by. Unpredictable. Unordered. Unclassifiable.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Life sometimes makes us offers. When do we know whether we should accept them or not?
You missed it. Once again.
Who are you?
Just someone who made the same mistake. But there's still time for you.
You can only live life forward. But you can only understand life looking back.
What did I miss?
There's always a last train. The only question is whether you get on.
Get on. Get on. Get on.
That was emotional. Now it's getting musical. First of all, I opened Waveform 3, the digital audio workstation from Tracktion that I used to create the score. Once the project was open, I imported the movie file directly into the timeline. Next, I started by setting markers at key moments in the film. These markers are like my guideposts, helping me structure the score and stay aligned with the story. Once the markers were set, I moved on to creating a tempo map. For the fast-paced action in the intro scene, a tempo of 160 beats per minute felt just right. It captured the intensity and urgency of the visuals perfectly. From bar 10, the mood shifts to one of thoughtfulness, driven by memories. Here I brought the tempo down to 91 beats per minute. This slower pace allowed the music to breathe and supported the reflective tone of the scene beautifully. Later, as the train arrives, around the middle of part 5, and begins to slow down, the tempo decreases even further. This subtle adjustment mirrors the train's deceleration and helps bring the story to a gentle, poignant resolution. Using tempo changes like this is a great way to keep the score dynamically connected to the narrative and movement on screen. For sound design in this project, I turned to Motion Array. If you are not familiar with it, Motion Array is an all-in-one platform for creators, offering a wide range of high-quality resources, from stock music and video templates to sound effects and more. For this movie, Motion Array became my go-to source for sound design. Their extensive library made it easy to find the perfect effects to complement the visuals. Everything from the mechanical sounds of the train to subtle atmospheric textures that enhance the mood of each scene.
Is anyone there?
You missed it. Once again.
Who are you?
Just someone who made the same mistake. But there's still time for you.
What did I miss?
There's always a last train. The only question is whether you get on.
Get on. Get on.
Did you catch the clock sound at the beginning? It fits perfectly with the rhythm, almost like it was made for the tempo of the scene. But here's the twist. It's not a pre-made sound effect. That clock sound is actually something I created myself using Native Instruments' kinetic toys. This instrument is fantastic for crafting unique, mechanical and playful sounds. I couldn't resist adding a touch of something special to this score. The brand new Glass Strings library by Crow Hill Company. Despite the name, it has nothing to do with glass. It's actually a beautifully crafted string library with a rich cinematic sound. The textures and articulations are incredibly versatile, making it perfect for everything from subtle emotional moments to more dramatic passages. If you're curious to try it yourself, there's an introductory price available until December 1st. It's a fantastic addition to any composer's arsenal, and I can't wait to show you how it shaped the sound of this score. To enhance the clock-like action in this scene, I found the BioTek pizzicato to be the perfect sound. This distinctive playing technique, popularized in European modernism, involves plucking the string so forcefully that it snaps back and strikes the fingerboard. It adds a sharp percussive quality that not only fits the rhythm, but also injects a sense of urgency and precision, ideal for this part of the score. For the slow, reflective second section, I turned to one of the gesture sounds from the library. These gestures have beautifully subtle structures that create a unique sonic texture, adding depth and a sense of movement to the music. To anchor this ethereal quality, I combined the gesture with a bass sound to ground the overall mix. This pairing balances the airy, textural elements with a solid foundation. Another interesting sound I incorporated is media, extras, drooling, which are used in sections 4 and 5. Its unique character adds an intriguing layer to the atmosphere, perfectly complementing the mood of these parts. To give the ending of this section an extra touch of emphasis, I added an accent using jeté. This dynamic technique creates a sharp, striking finish that brings everything to a dramatic close. Now, let's talk about the piano part of the score. The sound comes from the Waltz collection, again by Crow Hill Company. What's amazing is that they don't just sell fantastic libraries, they also give some away for free. In fact, in episode 4 of my recently published series Compose for Film for Free, I introduced Waltz and took a closer look at its incredible offerings. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out and explore what's inside. Speaking of my Compose for Free series, in episode 3 I explored some incredible free sounds from the Piano Book platform. It's a treasure trove of creativity, and from time to time I visit this wonderful place to get inspired by new and unusual sounds. For this score I discovered Rob's Andean Quena flute and incorporated it into section 2. Its warm, expressive tone adds a beautiful texture to the reflective mood of the piece. I decided to make my score a hybrid, combining not only orchestral elements but also synths. And now we come to a personal highlight of this project. I'm thrilled to be one of the first people on Earth to get an early version of BioTek 3 by Tracktion, the sponsor of our competition. BioTek 3 is an advanced synthesizer that combines a powerful synthesis engine with an extensive array of natural, urban and mechanical samples. I could make my own video about BioTek 3. Maybe I'll do that later. For the action-packed section 1, I felt it needed a fat, driving bass to really anchor the energy. I found that a combination of two different sounds in BioTek did the job perfectly. The first sound provided the depth and punch, while the second was shaped using the mod wheel, transitioning into a bright saw wave toward the end. This dynamic evolution adds excitement and keeps the intensity building as the scene progresses. In section 2 I introduced a pad sound to subtly support the strings and add that distinctive hybrid touch to the piece. The pad blends seamlessly, enhancing the atmosphere without overpowering the orchestral elements. Toward the end of section 2 I added a higher sound to draw attention. The real ear candy comes with the use of the pitch wheel, right at the moment when our main character turns his head. This little detail ties the music directly to the on-screen action, adding an expressive cinematic flourish. Last but not least, let's talk about percussion. It's an essential element for the action-packed section at the beginning of the movie, driving the energy and intensity to the next level. For this, I turned to the all-round carefree package, Damage 2 by Heavyocity. With its hard-hitting cinematic drum sounds and endless versatility, it was the perfect choice to elevate the action and bring the scene to life. And there you have it, the key ingredients of my score. Now, let's listen to it on its own, stripped of all the sound design and dialogue, so you can fully experience the music in its purest form.
Before we listen to the score again, this time with the full sound design and all dialogues included, a quick word about our film scoring competition. First, a big thank you to our sponsor Tracktion for providing us with amazing prizes and me with an early version of BioTek 3. It's been a great tool for this project and will definitely get a permanent place in my future work. And a heartfelt thank you to all of you out there, my fellow composers. I've listened to all submissions and I'm blown away by the creativity and unique interpretations I've discovered. Truly inspiring, keep it up! If you're new here and find my channel interesting, you know what to do? So go ahead, click that button and let's connect. That's all from me for today. See you, bye bye!
Is anyone there?
You missed it. Once again.
Who are you?
Just someone who made the same mistake. But there's still time for you.
What did I miss?
There's always a last train. The only question is whether you get on.